How's it going, guys? Today we are in the 2021 Kia Sorento, pretty much the top of the trim, the X line, the Prestige model. And I'm joined with Robert, and he works here at Kia of Beavercreek here in Dayton, Ohio. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know, definitely check them out. Yeah, I mean, how many Kias have we done now? A good bit, to the point where
this is our third, and this is the fifth that you've done from our dealership, but this is our third. So,
and now it used to be, wow, I can't believe this was here, I can't believe that's here. Now I'm just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just the norm for Kia now, and it is no different in this.
Right. Yeah.
You know, to start us off, let's jump over some of the quick things. But you know, this is the new 2021 Kia Sorento. Yep. They start with, they have actually a lot of trims. If you want to talk about some of those,
there's like 4 trims. It goes LX, S, EX. There's also a hybrid model there, which is kind of neat. And then there's an SX with a couple packages like this one has. They go from about 30 to 43.
Yep, this is the top of the line. It's like 42 and change, and you know, before taxes and stuff. And with this, you get an 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, 2.5 liter turbocharged engine, 281 horsepower, 311 foot-pounds of torque. Yep. Guys, that's impressive. And in addition to that, you know, you got the really nice infotainment, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, everything's digital. Your speedometers, your tach and all that stuff's digital. You have different drive modes. You have paddle shifters.
Yep. The standard heated, cooled,
heated steering wheel. Yep. And like I said, I mean, I used to be shocked when I drove the Stinger. I was shocked that stuff was in there.
How much they put in it, right?
Now I'm just like, yeah, that's just Kia.
That's what they do now.
Yeah, which is really nice. I mean, it's amazing how in just a couple of years, how their whole line, because you did not think of the Sorento before as what I'm looking here. I see stitched seating.
Right.
I see a dual panorama sunroof. You have, when you hit your your turn signals, you have cameras and stuff now. Does it have the lane assist and some of that level kind of 1 autonomous driving?
Yeah, it's got everything. And the new stuff with the K5, so it's got like the junction turning, so the stuff for pedestrians and bicyclists, but it's got the, you know, the lane assist, the extra tight lane assist, and the autonomous stuff as well. It was cool actually that you mentioned it. I'll go ahead and say it. Yep. Like, I've been selling Kias for 2.5 years, and when I first started, you know, a lot of people would come in, they're like, I can't believe how much, you know, Kias come up, and I still get that, but now there's some of those, but now there's like, Kia's just great. They've been doing great, you know. They've been 5-year Kia owners, you know, so they've done a good job with their advertising and their designs in particular. That's really bringing up their brand name. And with the Sorento, you can get it in front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. There are tons of different options and stuff that you can get. If you get the Prestige, the top-of-the-line package, there's actually an exclusive paint color. I don't remember the name of it. The green.
Yes, it looks so
Aruba
good.
green. Yeah, we had one. It looks good.
It looks really good. But other than that, you know, the inside, you have, what I really like is some really comfortable seats, but on top of that, not usually when you think of an SUV, you think of a 5-seat. This is actually a 6-seater, and why that is because they did it like the Telluride, where instead of putting like a bench seat right in here, you actually have like a rear walkway almost. But in addition to that, now you have bucket seats back there instead of just a bench, so you're gonna have way more comfort. You can comfortably take your family somewhere. So I mean, that, you know, other than that, I think that's all the quick stuff. Let's just get this on the road and, you know, see how it does, and we'll go from there. And like I said, if you're in the market for a Kia, make sure you check out Kia Beavercreek. I'll put all your information somewhere here. But yeah, let's do it.
Yep. Heard anybody say, I don't like the new redesign? Everybody's like, wow, I just saw the new redesign. I didn't know they were doing that. You know,
I don't think there's a redesign I haven't liked.
No, not,
you know,
well, at least in
the K5
and the Kia.
And this one.
They've really done a lot with it. So
it's that, you know, talking about the front real quick, they've really changed that front end styling. It's so much more aggressive and sporty looking.
Yes.
It doesn't, like, you look at that a few years ago, you've been like, oh man, that is not a Kia.
Right.
Now you're just like, holy cow, I cannot believe this is what Kia makes.
Yeah.
You know, it just looks so good. And it feels, again, just sitting in here driving, we're gonna start this in the smart mode. I will move it over to sport, and when you do that, it's all digital, so you actually see a change right here, which is really cool. But you know, it started with really my favorite thing, which was this key.
Yeah,
you know, I always,
and they do all their keys that way.
Yeah, and now all the keys are like this, which is just a really cool thing. It started with that, but now it's just, I'm just expecting this from Kia. I don't even find this as a surprise anymore, because I'm just like, yeah, I mean, from the last 2-3 vehicles I've driven, the Stinger, the Telluride, the K5, I'm just like, yeah, that's just what they are now, and it's awesome that you got, you know, that
they've got a new grill design they're doing. The Telluride, the Seltos, and the K5, if you can tell, I mean, none of them are identical, but you can tell they've borrowed ideas from each other's grill, and it looks really good. Like you said, it's a really aggressive kind of look up front.
Yeah.
Obviously, modern is very popular the way they've been doing it.
Yeah, the styling is great. You have really nice, like you have some that wood tone look. I know you don't have to get that. There were other packages. Something I thought this was weird. Maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, I was looking at this, but the Prestige, maybe it wasn't the Prestige, but there was one trim, maybe it was the base interior package, where these were knobs, and they weren't digital.
That would be the LX, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The LX still comes with cloth, you know, so they give you, it still has a nice exterior look, but you know, it's a more affordable way to get into, if you're just all about how the vehicle looks and you don't need some of the features, you know.
And that's under 30,000,
right?
So, you know, pretty reasonable. This is, like I said, 40, 42, and 7, so about 43 before tax. And then fuel economy wise, you're looking at, I believe, about an 18.8 gallon fuel tank, almost 19 gallon fuel tank.
It's a big tank, yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty big. And then it's 21 city and 28 highway, so you're looking at about 24 combined. Honestly, for something with 2.5 liter turbocharged engine with over 300 foot-pounds of torque, that's a lot of get up and go, and for the fact that it can almost get 30 miles on the highway, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. If you go eco mode, it will.
Wow.
So the what I thought was neat also about, again, with the new hybrid model I was talking about, they use the same size fuel tank. So a full tank of that, it goes like 680 miles. That's pretty good range.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, especially on an SUV.
Oh, definitely. But yeah, no, I mean, again, I feel very comfortable. I have no, like, I'm like running out of, every time I review these, it's like deja vu. It's like, oh, they're so nice, I don't even know what to like knock or say.
They got your paddle shifters this time.
Yes, they do have that, because you're mentioning that the turbocharged, you said the turbo line even in the K5 would get, you know, that with the
the GT, absolutely.
Yes, I really like this. I think it's time to put it in sport.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, the whole thing just looks way more aggressive. And now let's, you know, see if we can stick this on our own.
Oh, you're gonna need the paddle shifting?
Yes. Well, from when I floored it, my camera angle changed, so sorry about that. But no, this is, yeah, I mean, that's,
you can tell it wants to get up and go.
Oh yeah,
it can.
I know I can get myself in trouble really quickly, so I'm trying to be a little more tame. But no, that, I mean, there's a lot of pickup on that, like a lot. It is.
It's high in torque, so that's probably why.
Yeah, there's a lot of torque, and when you have a turbocharged car like that, once you're spooled and ready to go, that torque's available and ready, you know, ready for you, and you can feel it. There's not a whole lot of lag in there when I floor it. It feels pretty nice. With the lane assist and stuff, and the like kind of the driving features. Yeah. Show me again how you do that.
Okay, so if you want to turn this on to the tighter lane assist, so there's the tightest lane assist now. And then if you're wanting to go to cruise control again, is that what we want to do? Okay, so cruise. Okay. So we got cruise turned on. Now you can set a mileage. You got it set at 41. You can change it to whatever you want to set it at.
Let's set it to 50 because that's the speed limit.
Yeah. Okay. And then also you want a radar in front of you. Distance level 2, so that means it's got a 2-car link. You can set it to 1, you can set it to
3. That's usually what I'm comfortable with.
1 to 4 is what they give you. So
I mean, and we tested this out in the K5, and it was super smooth through some of these bends and turns, and I just want to see how it does in
the Sorento.
Yeah. Okay, so it gave me the hands-on steering wheel.
Put it on the wheel,
Yep. Look, but no, I mean
it does a good job. On the highway, it would be perfect. You wouldn't need any more than that. On these roads, you know, it can be a little bit tricky, but it does a good job.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel jerky at all. No. You know, when it needs to make that subtle movement, it doesn't feel like it's gonna throw me one way or the other.
Right. And from my experience with driving these, a lot of times when you first drive them, you can kind of scare yourself because you're not used to not handling the car or whatever. Yeah. But once you let it actually do it, you see that it's very responsive and you don't really see hiccups like, you know.
No, this is doing a really good job. See, and then it gave me the hands-on wheel. So let's see what it does. I think I tried this last time as well. I'm curious to see what it does through here. I think it may have. You know,
oh, okay.
Thought that car was not fully
in your, it hadn't left your lane all the way yet.
Yeah. So let's go down to 48. But
and it handles these pretty good. And these aren't.
Yeah, no.
They're not small turns.
No, this is a pretty substantial turn, and it's doing a really good job. I was impressed in the K5, and I'm still impressed. I feel like it's a similar system probably to what was in that. But no, this is doing a great job.
And I have to reread about it, but the Sorento, they said that they actually significantly lightened the body from the 2020 and back models, but yet it was strengthened, so it must be some sort of new technology or material they're using that they lightened it but yet strengthened it, is what they claimed anyway.
A lot of I don't know if this is right or wrong, you guys can let me know in the comments, but a lot of companies are switching to like aluminum frames and stuff.
I think it did have to do with aluminum,
a little more higher strength on the impact and whatnot. So it could be that, but no, it's doing a good job. I'm gonna get off of the auto cruise now, or the auto drive.
Just press the cruise button up there.
Okay.
Yep, that'll turn it off.
All right, so now let's put this in regular just drive, and now
test out the torque again.
Yeah, I mean, you can get up in speeds pretty quick.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm excited, especially to see what this engine setup does in the K5 and a smaller vehicle. Oh yeah, this is plenty fast as far as it goes, but that I think is going to be really quite fast.
I'm impressed. I really enjoyed this car, and like I said, I've enjoyed every Kia since the Stinger that I've gotten my chance to review, and this is no different. You aren't missing anything, and I always go back to this analogy or the statement. It's like, I would say there are all the things that you would think you would need on a daily driver, but then there are other things too, like you don't need the cameras when you turn, when you hit your indicator, but that's there.
Right.
But, and on top of that, the heated seat, the heated steering wheel, these are all things you just don't think of, that you might want until they're there.
Right.
And you're like, oh wow, I'm really glad it's there. And then with 2021 infotainment's now, it's pretty much as good as it can get.
Yeah. Without putting a TV in there.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I like how spacious it is. I really enjoy it feels really comfortable. I feel like I'm not cramped or anything. I mean, I'm 5'7" for reference, so I'm not that tall, but there is plenty of room for me. I'm
5'10", yeah, I got plenty of room.
Yeah, and there's plenty of room for you. If anybody sat behind me or you, there'd be plenty of room. So, for somebody who wants a sportier family utility vehicle, I think this would be great.
They did a good job. One of the only the main complaints from the older Sorentos was not the third row. Was kind of like, well, really, it's only for kids. They improved the third row size, so people up to about 6 feet tall can sit back there now. So
yeah, and there's a lot of space. And one thing I really like is they put these amazing bucket seats in the front, and they also put them in the middle row.
Yep.
They didn't put just a generic seat back there.
Quilted leather.
The tailgate has power. The seats can fold down with a click of a button. There's so many little things like that. Yep. It's nice. It's really nice.
It's got the navigation-based cruise control, which is nice for like the highway driving, because it reads the road lines on the navigation, and if it sees that there's a significant turn coming out, it's automatically going to lower your mileage. Your car doesn't have to be in front of you for the dude, it just does it.
That's awesome.
Because it wants to take the turn as smooth as possible for you.
I would say if you had to sit here and make me pick out like something I don't like, which is really hard to do, the only thing I can comment on is I would say the heads-up display would have been cool.
Yeah, there's one thing.
I always go on that only because at the price you're just like, okay, you have all these other cool things.
Right.
That would be such an easy thing to add. But that if I had to sit here and nitpick, that'd be it. But other than that, again, that's me nitpicking.
You do still get the bird's eye view, backup camera and stuff, which is nice. The 360 surround view.
But other than that, guys, that's gonna end this review. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, share this, do what you got to do. If you're in the market for a new I was gonna say Telluride
too.
If you're in the market for a new Stinger, a K5, a Telluride, a Sorento, a Seltos, whichever one it is, if you are, make sure you hit up Robert. I'll put his information here. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.
Thanks, guys.